Welcome and thank you for checking out this video today. I like to explain the Scott Duff retail box to you. So if you haven't heard of Scott Duff, he's a nationally known expert on the M1 Garand. Wrote a book about 40 years ago. It morphed into several other books about the M1 Garand. He co-authored several other books on different platforms, including the M1911, the AR-15, the M14, and the Ruger 1022. On top of that, there are some other books within the library, which you can check out on a bookstore and a website, that he's also published. My name is Paul Nikoloff. I am the owner of the Photo Record Print Center. We've been dealing with Scott for over 15 years, initially as his book publisher, but now we handle publishing, distribution, and any kind of marketing for the books. We sell mostly via the website through several book distributors across the country, but we felt that there was a retail side of the business that we were missing. So Scott and I came up with this idea. It's a retail box that you can put on your counter. I'm going to explain more about this to you step by step. I promise it'll be brief. Additionally, with your initial order, you get 500 rack cards with your own unique QR code that tracks your online bookstore. This QR code leads the user back to your store's unique storefront on scottduff.com. If your customer orders through the QR code, your store gets the same commission margin as if they sold the book inside the store from the retail box. Your first step now is just order the $299 of wholesale books. You'll get $500 worth of retail books. You'll get the counter display, an ordering instruction sheet, and 500 unique to your store rack cards with the QR code. So I'd like to talk about the box for a second. This is a very sturdy box. It's graphically pleasing, and it sits on your countertop. Doesn't take up much space, but it definitely grabs attention. The design, the books, well, we feel like that they sell themselves. So this is where you would keep your inventory, and then depending on what you want to order off the site on your initial order and your ongoing orders, you're not locked into anything as far as titles, but you can pick whatever titles you want, keep them in inventory. If you have a client that comes up and you're out of a certain title, a couple things can happen. They can scan, we give you labels, you can scan either one of these QR codes and it goes to your online store. They can order the book at that point, and it's just like you are getting a sale within your store. You still get your 50%, 100% commission, 50% off retail. You get credit for that. You make money on the online side. Rack cards. This is your secret weapon in this whole piece. So there is a back end to this. Not only can you make money on the front end when people are at your store and they're buying something when they're in your store, your customer can also take one of these with them. At a later date, they can scan the code. When they scan the code, they go to your online store. At that point, they place an order. You get credit for it. Just like being in the store, if they spend $29.95 on that book, you're making $14.98 in profit. You can either hand these out to your clients, you can use these as bag stuffers after the sale, whatever you want to do. On your initial order of books, you get 500 of these for free. The more cards you distribute, the more opportunity you have to make more money on your initial investment. So here's where it gets interesting. If we look at store projections, we're going to look at both what can happen off of the rack cards and what happens off the initial retail order. So for 500 cards, if your average online order is $29.95 with a 10% response rate, for every 500 cards, you get 50 orders. And at that average online order, you're looking at potentially almost $1,500 off that stack of rack cards, and you're making almost $750 in profit from the rack card. You tie that in with the $300 that you spend for your initial order, $600 in retail, and you almost make $1,100 off your initial order if you sell all your books and have at least a 10% response rate on this 500 cards. Look at that over 12 months, you're looking at potentially $13,000 in profit just off of this program. Ongoing orders, we're looking at a $250 minimum order for wholesale moving forward, and you still get an additional 500 rack cards with every order. The best thing is, the more you order, exponentially, you're going to be making more money by handing the rack cards out and having additional exposure. On top of all this, we stand 100% behind this product. When you place your initial order for $299, we'll send you everything, right? After 60 days, if you find that you can't sell anything or you haven't sold as much as you'd like, we'll take all the books back that you haven't sold in perfect condition and refund that amount back to you. There's no obligation, there's no risk. We just can't see how this wouldn't work in your store. So here's how to order. We're so happy that you're so close to becoming a better store than your competitors by offering these products. So check out the bottom of this page. We either need you to call in or email us with your information so we can set you up within the store, set you up in our system so you can qualify for free shipping on your first order. You get the wholesale discounts, and that we have the online storefront set up the way we need to set it up so that you get your commission on a monthly basis for everything that you sell. So please reach out today. There's a special offer going on that's good until the end of the month. We'd like to get you signed up now so you can have this out to you so you can start selling within a couple days. Thanks for considering this. Looking forward to working with you in the future. Have a great day.